sort of quite simple. I went out of my way to find some sort of artwork and toppers or anything that I could use that were for condolence cards, and I came across these actual sheets that are specifically designed for it, and I've got several. It came as I was able to get it from as a pack from Create and Craft, so there were quite a few different variations in there, some lovely sentiments, etc. And this was made by Creator, as I say, and I got this whole pack off of Create and Craft. So I thought that I would put together one of these cards with you today and see how it worked. So the sheet that I chose was this one here, and I really liked this image here of sort of the sunset, the sort of water lilies there, and it's just a simple decoupage sheet. So I just took my embossing with something that's more detailed like these that you're going to pop out. It is die cut, but when it's a little bit more detailed like this, I just literally just use that to pop them out. So I've popped out that piece already sideways, and then we're just going to pop out these other pieces here, and we're just going to use the end. I'm going to put it on the table actually, and just pop these out like so, because then I find they just pop out a little bit easier. Just make sure you don't lose any of these pieces because they're quite small. And then, as you can see, just from here it's just coming out lovely, but because they're quite delicate, it's just easier to use this. Actually just pushing down just very carefully around the edges so that it's not going to rip any of it. I think if you try to do this just by hand, you could do it, but I think you're in danger of just ripping some of these because they are quite deep. Okay, so here's our base, and then we're just going to grab our other pieces around, and there's some quite small pieces here, so I think that what we're going to do is use the pin flare. Let's go and start putting these pieces together. So it's a really simple little card, delicate pieces. I want little tiny bobs. I think if you try to use like foam on this, that might be a bit difficult. You could do it, but I think it is easier to use the silicone glue, or you know, this pin flare gel glue, any sort of gel glue. That down. I've actually got a bit of glue on my fingers, so let's get rid of that. I'll just pop that down on there, and I'm just going to use my, whoops, sorry guys, use my little tool just to pop these pieces down in place. Now I haven't put masses of height on this because I don't want it sort of really super tall or anything. So now it's just going to be a really simple card. I think, you know, for a little condolence card we don't want anything too over the top, personally. So I've got a little bit of silver paper here. This is like mirror card, but actually paper. It's really helpful. And I'm just going to cut like a section up here to do a mat. I'm going to use some grey card as well, so this is going to be my sort of guide of the first size, and then I'm going to do a grey mat, so this just has a little edge on it. So we just need to probably cut it down about here. Literally going to whip across with my knife, and so that's that piece ready. So now I'm just going to get a piece of grey card. I've got some basil cardstock down here. Grey is more taupe actually. I think that will look really nice. As you can see, look, that's really nice colour with it. So I'm going to use some of that, and we're just going to cut that down to size. I'm just putting that over there to one side. This has got a lovely feel to it, and we're just going to use the silver card as a real just easy guide, and just make a little mark there and a mark there, so I know where I want it to be. And then I'm just going to use my ruler and craft knife and cut. This one's correct for that, but the next one is a little bit big, so I'm just going to cut that down a bit. Okay, so now I'm just going to get my ATG, and I'm going to stick this piece of card to the silver. Now I know traditionally you might use the brown, with the brown you might use gold, but like the Miri card or whatever, but because of the colours of the actual image that we're using, I felt that, you know, it's sort of grey and taupe colours on there, and I just felt that it would look a lot better. There we go. So it's slightly wider this side, so we'll just make a quick adjustment on that. That was because I just put it over slightly too far, I think, but it's easy enough to correct. So just literally either a pair of scissors or your craft knife or your guillotine, whatever you want, just nip down the edge and all sorted. Okay, so that's that nicely done, and then this piece will go on top like so, so it all brings it all together. So it's a really, really lovely image. So I'm going to leave that one to one side again for a minute while I pop this image onto my card. And all I've got here is just a simple A6 white card base. Fancy, just a simple A6 card base. And then I'm going to put this in the centre. So we can have our, well, centre from side to side, but slightly high, so it's enough space for a message at the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to get my ATG again, pop that down, like so, and then for this piece I'm actually just going to use the Pinflair photo glue, literally just use the photo glue over the back like this. But it's the same company, but it's really strong, nice glue. With the little applicator it goes on all kind of flat, but this is pretty flat anyway, so I'm not too worried. And it's very, very strong, so, but it gives you also a little bit of movement time if you needed it, but I don't. So pop that down there like so. Just in keeping with that kind of simplicity, I'm actually going to go for a little peel off sticker, if I can find it, which says, I think I might go for actually, and we'll just pop that, again that's in the silver, it's really to let them settle and also not have a camera anyway. Okay, so push you up a bit so you can see, there we go. So we just need to centralise it from side to side, let it drop. If you don't press it too hard, then you have got, I'm just going to bring it to me guys so I can see, yeah, that looks fine. If you don't press it down until you've had a look at it, then you've got some time to sort of slide the knife under if you need to and lift it up again. So you could add some more to that. I was thinking whether or not to add a ribbon, but I think what I might do is maybe just add some little peel-offs around the sides, like little borders. To put like a border around. I found this little sheet of peel off borders, but it's also got some corners on it, so I thought that might be quite nice. And then one up in this corner. Try not to squash your decoupage if it isn't already set. Actually, before I do that, sorry guys, I've just thought it would probably be more sensible to put the straight line up, so let's just get, because if you put that on before you've put these pieces in, oh actually it's not going to matter, right, but I still will do it. I'm trying to centralise it like so. So we've got that there and then that piece down there, so it's not a complete line, which I think looks quite effective. And then popping that piece in. Okay, so this is our card. Say it's nice, simple simple card today. I just thought I'd do something sort of as it were back to basics almost, just to show you that, you know, those that obviously some of you might be newer, and that you can, well I think anyway, create a really effective card. I think that looks really nice. I hope you do too, but love to hear your comments, and hope to see you all again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.